Hi friends, in today's lecture series we are just going to see about RAD model, Rapid Application Development. RAD is a linear sequential software development process model that empathizes a concise development cycle using an element-based construction approach. If the requirements are well understood and described and the project scope is constrained, the RAD process enables a development team to create a fully functional system within a concise time period. RAD is a concept that products can be developed faster and of highly quality through gathering requirements using workshops or focus groups, the reuse of software components, a rigidly paced schedule that refers design improvements to the next phase version, less formality in review and other team communication. RAD it mainly consists of the following steps: business modeling, data modeling, process modeling, application generation, testing, and turnover. Each phases are discussed in detail. First phase is your business modeling. The business modeling, the information flow among the business function is defined by the answering the question like what data drives the business process, what data is generated, who generates it, where does the information go, who processes it, and so on. Next is your data modeling. In the data modeling, the data collected from the business modeling is refined into a set of data objects that is as called as entities that are needed to support the business. The attributes, the characters of each entity are identified here, and the relationship between these data objects is defined in the data model. The third phase is your process model. In the process modeling, the information object defined in the data model phase are transferred to achieve the data flow necessary to implement a business function. Processing description are created for adding, modifying, deleting, or retrieving a data object. Next is the application generation. In this phase, automated tools are used to facilitate construction of the software. Even they use the fourth GL technologies. Next is the testing and turnover. Many of the programming components have already been tested since RAD emphasizes reuse. This reduces the overall testing time, but the new part must be tested and all interfaces must be fully exercised. Next, when to use RAD model? When the system should need to create the project that modularized in a short span of time, that is nearly 2 to 3 months. When the requirements are well known, when the technical risk is limited, when there's a necessity to make a system within modularized of 2 to 3 months of time. It should be used only if the budget allows the use of automatic code generation tools. The main advantage of RAD model is this model is flexible for change. In this model, changes are adapted. Each phase of the RAD brings highest priority functionality to the customer. It reduces development time. It increases the reusability of features. The main disadvantage of RAD model is it requires high risk, high skilled designers. All application is not compatible with RAD. For smaller projects, we cannot use the RAD model. On the highest technical risk, it's not suitable. Required used involvement. These are all the main disadvantages of the RAD model. The next lecture series we can see the agile model.